This episode of Queen of the Ratchet is being sponsored by Rent. Is yours paid yet? 'Cause mine is.
We're also being sponsored by the word bank because while y'all hoes stay running y'all mouths, we stay running to the bank.
Let's freak all night, let's get it on, let's fuck it till the break of dawn. This pussy's good, just give it a lick, beat it down, just give me some dick. Mocha, mocha, daddy, daddy, boy, you know you want this fatty. Mocha, mocha, chocolate, chocolate, come and give me all that rockin'. Mocha, mocha, ooey, gooey, come and get this platinum pussy. I ain't the one to play around, my legs are up, now beat it down. Come take a swim, come take a ride, now hold your breath and take a dive. This ain't for love, so shut it up, let's keep it real, I'm trying to fuck. Mocha, mocha, daddy, daddy, boy, you know you want this fatty. Mocha, mocha, chocolate, chocolate, come and give me all that rockin'. Mocha, mocha, ooey, gooey, come and get this platinum pussy.
That song was from our new album, Queen of the Ratchet Volume 1. You can listen to that album on iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, any musical streaming service you like. Now go get your life, bitches. And welcome back to the magical Ratchet Shady Mess. If you're just joining us, this is the Queen of the Ratchet podcast. I'm Cruella DeVille from Disney's 101 Dalmatians.
I'm Tremaine, but most of you know me as Cinderella's stepmother from Disney's Cinderella.
And I'm Medusa. Again, there's no need for introductions.
Girl, could you just introduce yourself this week or shut the fuck up?
Look here, you bald-headed eagle. Only speak to me when spoken to. I ain't got time for it today.
Herbie Push, just introduce yourself, please.
I'd rather be a bald-headed bitch than a butter-faced bastard.
You shouldn't talk about your kids like that. They still don't know who their daddy is.
Who is Anastasia's daddy anyway? I know the petty audience is dying to know.
That's none of their damn business.
Neither is your wig cap, but we see that shit every time you put that cheap-ass lace front on your head. I'm serious. A woman of her age should have been learned how to put a wig on.
No, you wrong for that shit, bitch. Bald-headed bitches need love, too.
And you should have learned how to put a condom on a penis and you wouldn't be walking around here with any unknown STDs.
What is the issue today? Why do y'all always got beef with each other?
I just can't stand a bougie broke bitch.
What the hell you talking about?
You walk around here like you high and sedity, but you ain't got no pot to piss in.
You don't know the numbers on my bank statement, and you definitely don't know what goes on in my house, so you could shut the fuck up.
Well, I know a cheap struggle wig when I see one, and that's all I seen you in since I've known you, bitch.
And I know what the sewer smells like, and it seems like every time you uncross your legs, I get a whiff of it.
You ain't never gonna have a happy ending. You know that? You are a bitter, broken bitch.
Cruella, you let your sidekick do a lot of the talking today. Can you tell her to fall in line?
I got your sidekick.
Girl, sit your ass back down.
Herbie Puss, stop now.
No, she tried me first. I got your sidekick.
You know, violence is never the answer, and words can hurt. So you have to be careful on how you use them. Queen of the Ratchet is a very petty, very shady, very messy show. And I want to take this time to apologize because we should never feel like we have to put our hands on each other. And I feel like you two both owe each other an apology.
Okay, I'm sorry, Tremaine. I'm sorry that you got your ass handed to you because you called me a sidekick. Maybe next time you won't fall out of line with me.
You know what? I apologize for calling you Cruella's sidekick. You're more like her assistant. You assist her on everything that she needs in this life. But you a damn fool if you think you handed me my ass. You're the one sitting there with a busted lip and a knock upside your head. Come this way again if you want to, bitch.
Look, I'm just saying, if y'all break any of my shit, I'm gonna go get my pistol out the car and we really gonna have us a Royal Rumble. This isn't Mona Scott presents Disney villains in hip hop.
But that would be good and people would watch.
I agree with Herbie Puss. I really don't understand why someone hasn't picking this show up yet.
Underrated by overrated bullshit.
I mean, really, all we need to do is redraw the cartoons, call the show Queen of the Ratchet, and get this shit on Netflix so people can get their goddamn life.
I mean, this show could really be the next Simpsons, Family Guy, American Dad. We on some next level shit right now.
Y'all really want Walt Disney to turn over in his grave, don't y'all?
Child, I think Walt Disney would have a ball with this. He probably would turn over his grave from laughing. There should be an adult Disneyland, a world or something just for adults adults to go too.
I don't know. Disney is for kids. It still bothers me a little bit that kids watch this show.
Well, we're fucking funny. Why wouldn't they want to watch us? And at the end of the day, kids cuss and know about all types of stuff behind their parents' back. That's the thing, is fairy tales were never supposed to be this G-rated bullshit.
Well, we need to get rich quick because I just got fired today.
Again, Cruella, what the hell you did this time?
Why is it you always think I always did something?
Because you always do something. How many jobs have you gotten fired from, bitch?
Y'all making it seem like it's always my fault. It ain't always my fault.
Did you or did you not get fired from McDonald's for bad customer service?
Bitches be coming up to the drive-thru window thinking that they at a 5-star restaurant.
Well, McDonald's policy is have it your way.
Well, when I was on the clock, we weren't going to follow that policy.
And that's exactly why your ass got fired.
Well, what about the time you got fired from Waffle House for chasing after those people?
Because they didn't tip me.
But then you threatened them, Cruella.
I sure did. Nobody should bring their ass out to eat unless they could tip the server that's waiting on them.
But that's the thing. You don't get to determine if somebody gets tipped or not.
Whatever, the past is in the past.
What about the time you tried to be a genie and you wouldn't grant the bitch her 3 wishes?
She said she wanted to be the prettiest, baddest bitch all around, and I looked her in her face and I said, I don't do miracles, ho.
Cruella, let's just be real. You can't keep a job.
Like I said, I was never meant to work for the man. I was meant to work for myself. I'm trying to be like Sean Diddy Combs or whatever the hell his name is now.
Well, moving on, I don't know if you guys have heard, but Cinderella is having a ball.
The festivities will be taking place this Saturday at Bella Noche's, because if you can't go to Bella Noche's, where the hell can you go, you basic bitches?
Good for her, but I won't be in attendance. Unfortunately, being fake is not a special skill of mine. There's a lot of people I don't want to see, and Cinderella is one of those people.
To all our listeners, the last time that Cinderella was on the podcast, Cruella and Cinderella got into a physical altercation.
It wasn't a physical altercation. I whooped that trick, and I whooped that trick really good.
But you put your hands on her first.
Because she was talking some foul ass shit. You just can't go around saying what you want to say out your mouth.
I believe that you should be able to throw shade without throwing hands.
Says the hoe that was just throwing hands my way.
That's because you jumped in my face first. You know what? Y'all always resort to violence. Violence isn't the answer.
It is when you don't know how to watch your mouth.
Well, for me, I give a ton of warnings before it jumps to the next level.
Exactly. And if you already know how I am, why the hell you gonna say something foul about me to my face?
I believe a person starts throwing hands when they don't know how to throw shade.
No, I do both very well, but sometimes you gotta check a bitch. Now, tell us more about this ball, Herbie Puss.
So apparently all the Disney princesses have been invited, but I checked in with Jasmine and she said she will not be in attendance.
Why is that?
Well, Jasmine feels that Cinderella's been acting brand new, and when Walt Disney was alive, he catered to her.
Oh, so this is a jealousy thing. Well, I've always favored Jasmine over Cinderella anyway.
So here's the tea. The word around town is the same night that Cinderella is having her ball, Jasmine is throwing a party in Agrabah.
Well, I don't know about y'all, but I think I'm gonna go to Jasmine's festivities.
That's because you and Cinderella have beef.
No, it's because that bitch talks to rats and lets them eat at the dinner table, and I ain't trying to catch the coronavirus anytime soon.
Child, you really don't know what you're eating when you go to Cinderella's house, all those animals she be talking to.
Plus, there's gonna be more people of color at Jasmine's festivities than Cinderella's unseasoned function.
Well, I'll have to see what Maleficent's doing before I make my decision.
Well, please tell me where that bitch is gonna be in attendance so I'm nowhere in sight.
I'm just gonna say this to the listeners. Y'all know that Maleficent was supposed to be a host on the podcast.
But you already know that Cruella and Maleficent don't get along. That wasn't gonna work.
The only reason, Cruella, you don't like Maleficent is because she's running against you for fairy tale president.
No, I just believe that Sleeping Beauty is more awake than that fake woke bitch.
You don't like anybody that challenges your opinion.
I mean, you do it all the time, Tremaine, but I pay you no mind. You just finally realized who the HBIC was in this bitch.
No, I just don't fight clowns. I laugh at them.
I don't know who you calling a clown. You the one that's kissing Cinderella's ass now, bitch.
Look, the whole reason we created Queen of the Ratchet is because we didn't like all the fake ass shit that was going on in the world.
This is a place that people can come and get the uncensored truth about how fairy tales are a bunch of bullshit.
Nobody keeps it 100% of the time. Not even you, Cruella de Vil.
Look, I ain't a fan of small talk and I don't like fake taking it with people I don't like.
Neither do I, and that's something that I respect about you.
Look, the other day I saw Humpty Dumpty in the grocery store, and he asked me what I was up to these days.
And what'd you say to him?
I told him to Google me, bitch.
Now that's just rude and petty, Cruella.
If you're petty and you know it, clap your hands. If you're petty and you know it, clap your hands. If you're petty and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're petty and you know it, clap your hands.
Don't y'all hate the people that act like they positive 24/7?
It comes off fake. You know, a lot of people on social media do stuff for likes and views.
I just blocked my daughter Anastasia on social media because she was posting all that positive manifestation bullshit.
I don't think it's that bad. People like what they like, and it might just not be your cup of tea.
I love positivity and love, but if I know you offline, don't try to come across as something that you're not online. Speaking of fake woke bitches, our special guest today happens to be Malificent.
That wasn't the best introduction.
Oh, well, that's the introduction you get when you're late.
What is it with these hoes showing up late? It's so disrespectful.
They're on BBB time, girl.
What's BBB time?
Broke bum bitch time. They don't understand the need to show up anywhere on time because they don't have any priorities or a job or anything going on.
Maleficent just got from a Black Fairy Lives Matter movement function. I just texted her. You knew that she was going to be late, so stop playing like you didn't know.
Tremaine, it's so fascinating to me that you real loyal to a bitch that doesn't understand loyalty.
They're two peas in a pod because Tremaine don't understand it either.
Oh, we're not going to go there. I understand it quite fine.
Oh, okay, so really, Tremaine? So to all the listeners that don't know, Tremaine, Cruella, and I had a group called the Petty Trinity, but it didn't work out because Tremaine decided to be a disloyal cunt.
No, it didn't work out because I decided to step out on my own.
Tremaine, I don't have any qualms with you because you showed me since day one that you couldn't be trusted. I have a problem with Maleficent because she started out as one thing and now she's a totally different person. Even when I'm away, you can't keep my name out your mouth. Sorry I'm late, y'all. You'll never be the main topic of my discussions. You just happen to be on my podcast today. Could you introduce yourself, please?
I'm sure everybody already knows who I am. I'm one of the original Disney villains from Disney's Sleeping Beauty. I also have 2 self-titled movies, Maleficent and Maleficent 2. I am the leader of the Black Fairy Lives Matter movement, and I'm your next fairy tale president. Vote for me.
Congratulations, so I guess sucking dick behind back alleys finally paid off.
Hello, Medusa, Tremaine. You ladies are looking lovely today. As for you, Skeletor, you could choke on your own spit, bitch.
No, I'd rather go choke on Hades again. He says hello.
Well, how are my sloppy seconds? Because you seem to like to play with my hand-me-downs. You're welcome.
Girl, it was a joke. I ain't been with Hades since I've been with you.
Can we really get into the tea of what really went on in hell?
Cruella makes it seem that she went down to hell to save me and Scar, but at the end of the day, she went to hell to make a petty deal with the devil. This coming from a person that dated the white devil and calls herself the leader of the Black Fairy Lives Matter movement. Now, really, are we really gonna vote for this bitch for president? Are we really gonna do it?
My biggest problem is that you make it seem like I am supposed to kiss your ass because you brought me back to life. I've said thank you on several different occasions. I'm not about to sit here and kiss your ass for the rest of my life.
Maleficent, you just don't like nobody to call you out on your bullshit. When you came back to life, you were very ungrateful and you tried to stab me in the back.
Okay, since I'm talking with some of the original Disney villains, can we sit here and have an honest conversation of why we're painting Cruella like this matriarch of friendship? She's disrespected you, Medusa. She's disrespected you, Tremaine. She is disrespectful. So why the hell do I have to respect her? I'm just gonna be honest. There hasn't been loyalty in fairy tale land for a really long time.
I really do miss the days of fun shade and going downtown to Fairy Tale Land for brunch. Don't y'all miss that?
No, I don't miss the days of Maleficent showing up late to brunch.
Cruella, there was many times that we got together and your ass showed up late, so don't do that with me, bitch.
Maleficent, I've always had you and Scar's back since day one, and now y'all want to sit here and act brand new with me and kiss Cinderella's ass? Fuck both of y'all.
No, fuck you, bitch. You like to act like you are the prime real estate of Queen of the Ratchet in Fairy Tale Land.
Bitch, this podcast wasn't even your idea.
She has a point, Cruella. It wasn't your idea.
And it wouldn't have worked without me because you know what? They tune in for Cruella DeVille, bitch. And they tune in for Maleficent, ho. Okay? We'll see what happens when the election come around and I win against your ass. But you know, a lot of the petty audience on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook want to know, what exactly have you done, Maleficent, but sit there and whine and complain and say no justice, no peace. You are a wolf in sheep's clothing. You Omarosa Stacey Dash looking bitch. And what have you done but sit there and write bad checks and fall in and out with friends? Listen, petty audience, if y'all elect Cruella DeVille as fairy tale president, y'all are gonna see the end of fairy tale land because that hoe is gonna run it into the ground. Faking a pregnancy and shouting Black Fairy Lives Matter is not gonna win you this election, Maleficent. Let me just clarify one thing with you. I ain't faking shit.
So how many months are you, Maleficent?
I'm about 5 months right now. And you're really sure that Hades is the daddy? As sure as I am that you brought Roger back to life. How's he doing anyway? You are a professional at changing the subject and dodging bullets. Takes one to know one, ho. You know, Princess Tiana told me not to come on the podcast today because you was going to try some ignorant shit. I'm just asking questions that the petty audience wants answers to. By the way, are you going to be attending Cinderella's festivities or Jasmine's function? Why is that any of your concern, Cruella? Because I want to make sure that we're not in the same vicinity that night. Well, if I do see you, make sure you take the tag off your clothes this time, you tacky bitch. As much as I would like to stay and read your ass like Hooked on Phonics, we got to take a commercial break.
Talking that shit, it won't get you far. If you were smart, you won't mention my name. Just keep my name out your... What's the word again? Mouth, girl, just kick rocks. No, I'm not done. My pettiness has just begun.
That song was sung by our Disney princess, Nzinga Imani. You can listen to that song on Spotify, Amazon, iTunes, SoundCloud, just to name a few. Go get your light, bitches.
And we're back. You know, I don't feel like the conversation with Maleficent was my best, you know, but I can't help it. You know, I've been petty since I stepped out the womb, and I'm not going to stop. You either like me or you don't, and that's just the way it is.
But you know, some people feel like love is always the answer.
But I don't love everybody, especially not that whole Maleficent. I tolerate y'all. I wouldn't say that I love y'all. I don't operate from a place of love when I first meet somebody.
I think love is a trap. I'm always on the guard for some bullshit.
To all our listeners, we tried something different. We gave y'all a longer podcast, and we hope that y'all enjoyed it.
But you know they want us to give them an hour long. We should keep talking.
Well, they gonna get what they can get right now. Before we leave, would y'all like to leave the listeners with any petty advice for the remainder of the week?
I have something. Your bills don't give a damn about your feelings.
Ooh, I like that. Yes. You know, and people in general don't give a damn about your feelings.
Everybody got shit going on and nobody gives a damn what you going through.
Well, I have something to all the ugly bitches out there. You can Photoshop your image online all you want, but offline, you're still an ugly piece of shit.
Tremaine, what? Listen, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Don't listen to Tremaine. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Do you have anything, Cruella?
I would say stop trying to make people into something that they're not. Some people prefer to ooh and ah in the background. Not everyone is meant to be a star. Now, listeners, make sure that y'all are following everything that is Queen of the Ratchet. We will see you next time. Bye, bitches.